Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mngoni Mkonto. Today, I want to speak about the CIC Julius Sello Malema. Usually, I don't speak about him. Normally, I speak about his organization, which is the EFF, and their governing their strategy, and if that will actually assist. Black people. But today I want to touch on him just a little bit, my opinion about him personally. Uh, I think the CIC is not a good leader. I don't think he's a good leader. I think he does have the ability, in actual fact, this is a fact. It's not what I think. It's a fact. The CIC has the ability to gather slaves together. The CIC has the ability to mobilize the slaves. But the CIC is a dangerous leader because the CIC knows exactly where he's taking the slave to. The slave master, how they work, the slave master would, uh, if you go and if you got ability to go and gather slaves and collect them and put them in one place and control them so that they don't rise against the master because they are under your control. The slave master can pay you for such a work. They can make you, they can give you, they can make you a project, their own project, to go and do such a job on their behalf. So the CIC is proven himself to have undoubtedly the ability and the skills required to gather the slaves. But what he tells the slaves, it's not what is going to free the slaves. I think the CIC is very conniving, and I don't think the CIC like being challenged. And the reason why I think it does not like being challenged, every time you ask him a question which is uncomfortable for him, a serious question which is uncomfortable for him, he switched to his small boy mood. Those who have been following him would remember when he was at the youth league, when the white journalist was asking him some questions, and then he switched on to the defensive and arrogant, defensive, and egoistic mood. That's what he normally switch on to when you give him difficult questions to answer. I heard him, he was talking to uh, some journalists recently, and they were asking him about Josie Butana. Him and Josie Butana deserves each other, and I'm appreciate that Butana did not go to the MK party. He went to the ANC. I think him and the ANC or the CIC, they deserve each other. Butana was probably bribed because they say he went away with 1,000 members, about 1,000 members to join the ANC. So he's probably paid by Cyril Ramaphosa, and those members have been paid as well because that's how they work. We know that most people would tell you that's how they work. for you to switch to the other side, they bribe each other. So, but that's not my point. My point was, uh, what how does the CIC react when you ask him questions that are uncomfortable for him? Like the question the journalist was asking, the journalist was asking about whether this does not warrant them to pay serious attention to Limpopo, because they may lose a lot of members during the election. And immediately got angry and switched on to that mood that I talk about, the arrogant and egoistic kind of mode, to say small boys. That's the solution for him. When he can't answer the question, uh, he resort to the small boy kind of instead of answering the question, he says, I'm not made by small boys. I make small boys. I'm not made by small boys. I made them. But they did not ask him how he made the small boy. You know, black people are the ones who make their leaders. It's not their leaders who made them. Malema seemed to think that he makes people, not people makes him. But in reality, it's people who makes him, because he command people, and it's people who listen to him. So he's made by people. His arrogance, uh, for him to continue to behave like that. If he behaves like that in public, you can imagine, if you can make a mistake and ask such a question in the EFF meeting, where there are no news, where there are no journalists, then you will be shown. I think you will also be shown that you are a small boy. You are not going to be told. You will also be demonstrated that you are a small boy, because that is the mode that he likes switching on. So my opinion about the CIC, uh, first, is not a good leader. Secondly, is a very conniving and dangerous kind of leader for black people. Thirdly, he's a dictator. He dictates. He does not like engaging. Because whenever you engage him and he gets uncomfortable, then he resort to a violent language. So my opinion about him is, those who follow him uh, should be awake to these facts, because you find yourself a slave uh, unnecessary. Please share, subscribe on my channel as well. Thank you for watching.